How you doing, guys? I hope you are well. It is absolutely freezing here in Georgia. Unbelievable. 35 degrees. 35 degrees. And it's, in fact, they've forecast snow. Unbelievable. Anyway, I'm nice and warm in here. Right, this is part 2 of the cinematic piece I've been writing. It's turning out pretty darn good, actually. I'm surprised. It's turning out really, really good. It's supposed to be a Spanish piece. That's completely gone. That's out the window. Right now, I don't know what it is. But apart from that, I know it's a cinematic piece. So I've been doing little bits and bobs throughout the week. I've added some more plugins. I've updated a plugin, Omnisphere 3. That's real. Oh, I'm so impressed with that. Unbelievable. Anyway, so I'm going to show you what I've done. If you haven't seen part 1, like I said, check that out first, and then I'll carry on with this. So we're going to go through. I haven't finished it. I've nearly finished it. So we're going to go through what I've been using, how I did it, what plugins I've been using. I want to show you Omnisphere 3. I'm really impressed with that. Unbelievable. And the old, if you've got Omnisphere 2, all the sounds have been remastered, and they've added, I don't know, 14,000 extra sounds, 40,000. No, not 40,000. Yeah, a lot. And it's organized a lot better, so you don't feel overwhelmed with them just sounds and sounds. It's, they've put them into categories, so which is good. So yeah, so let's crack on. I'll show you what I've been doing, and let's get into it. All right, so let's just play what I've got. Right, you've heard that one on part 1, and then, well, let's just play this little bit. So you've heard this one. Right, now this. Boom. What do you think? I'm happy with that. So far, few little tweaks to do on that, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's not far from mixing right now, because I don't mix in Cubase. I mix in Pro Tools, but man, it's pretty good. I quite like the sounds, and I'm just so impressed with Omnisphere 3. It really is a lifesaver. Because my rule is, if I'm doing a production and if I see a plugin that I like, I'll purchase it, but it's got to be in that production I'm doing at the time. So if I buy a plugin, I've got to use it. That's my rule. So, and Omnisphere 3 is in it. So yeah, it's been a lifesaver. It really has. It's filled in some gaps. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, but I'll break it down, what I've actually done, and we'll get into it. All right, so let's start off with the strings. I haven't added too much, but what I have added, it saved my life, sort of. Saved the production. because I was sort of like thinking it just needed something, and this was a nice filling gap. It really was, and it sounds beautiful. It's the Italian cello pad, and it sounds really, really nice. I'll just play like a little bit. Let's get on there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, not that one. Oh, it's right here. All right, let's play it. Does that sound beautiful? And that's with a little bit of Cinematic Rooms Professional, the Taj Mahal. I love that preset, and it just has a look. I'll play some. It doesn't sound great low down an octave. It sounds nice up an octave. It's very nice. It's sort of wavy. You know what I mean? It's. Then play that upper octave. Beautiful. Just really, really nice. It just added and then when I play these all together, it sounds beautiful. It really, really does. Sounds really, really nice. I don't know why that were flashing. Anyway, next, staccato from Berlin Strings. I think these are from the Berlin Strings. Yep, I had violins, staccato, violins 2. And underneath I wanted to layer them because it sounded a bit weak. I added some cello longs and shorts, staccato. That's it. And then what we did, it just sounded like this on its own. Very simple. And then I'll play the whole thing. It sounds like this. I didn't want them to start abruptly. I wanted to fade in like a little bit, so I did a little bit of automation there. And then when it got to this part, I added some Metropolis arc, if that's how you say it. I can never pronounce that word. Anyway, orchestral tools, amazing. Sounds unbelievable. I love that. And then it sounds like this, and this just bomb, 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 and it sounds like this. And this is faded in. Beautiful. And that is just sort of like. Sounds strong. Right, so that's the strings, and I wanted next I added this in, Pad Shop. Have you ever tried Pad Shop? It's a really good little synth, and my favorite is the, what is that? No, not that, Steve. The granular guitars. I love it. It sounds amazing. It really, really does. This is my favorite. I use it quite a lot on my in my music, and it just not that. Down an octave. Ooh, that's beastly, that, isn't it? And then this all together sounds like this. And next, I wanted to do the guitars. And this was Atmosphere 3. And this is from the Instrument Collection. And this is the classic nylon guitar quartet. And it's got a really nice sound. I'll play a little bit of this. Nothing else is on. Okay, and this just sounds beautiful. Doesn't that sound amazing? And this is from Atmosphere 3, and we'll play this little part here. Ding. Sounds really, really good. Yeah, this is the... No, this is the normal one. No, this is the steel one. I can't pronounce that, but here we go. That's a beautiful sound. That is a beautiful, beautiful sound. And then for the pads, I just added this with Atmosphere 3 because I think I got a little excited with the Atmosphere 3, to be honest with you. But I was in my zone, and I got this one. This is a nice pad. This is a nice airy pad. And then you combine it with this pad, and it sounds like this. Basically, you've seen the drums, but I wanted to add a little bit more extra. Some extra hi-hats, just a layering thing, some more snares, and we used Superior Drummer for this. I think this was the best option because it sounds amazing, and I love it. I just do. So, wanted some hi-hats, and this is what they sound like on their own. You know, just basic hi-hats, but they sound good. They sound real. Like a person's playing them. And then I'll put the drums in, shaker, additional snare. Ooh, that snare. And what I love, let me just get rid of these a minute. What I do love about Superior Drummer, you've got this tap to find. I'll go on grooves. And, you know, if you just want to, you know, I've tapped it in there, and then it gives what it does, and then it matches what you want. So it gives you some grooves, and I just wanted the hi-hats, and what I did, I dragged the MIDI in here, and then I took all the bass drum out and the snares, and I just was left with the hi-hat. It sounds really, really good. And then I wanted to add a snare, an additional snare, just for something different. And I just used the classic default kit, and it sounds got a bit of a gated. Use the mixer, a little bit of EQ, a little bit of reverb on there. So you play it all at once, play everything together. But if I take the drum machine out, it'll sound a bit weak. You know what I mean? It hasn't got that snap, but you put the drum machine in, it's got a bit of a snap. You know, it just adds a little extra. And then for a cinematic touch, I wanted some big drums. So I used the Hans Zimmer Professional. They're beefy, they're nice. And I also added, because I wanted to layer these, because they sounded really weak. So I layered these two. I'll give you a little sample in a minute. And then I added some Drums of War, Museo. These sound great, really, really good. So I'll play you the Zimmer on their own. And as you can see, these have all been tapped in, and obviously layered. If I just did it by itself, it wouldn't have the same impact. You know what I mean? And then add the Drums of War. I might edit this out. I'm not quite sure about these yet, but they sound good. Obviously not mixed, but the thing about Hans Zimmer's percussion, it can get really muddy, and it's got a lot of reverb on it. So if I use the UAD channel strip, and it's got a gate on there, and this sounds amazing. So with the gate on, hold on, I'll just play one track so you can tell. So this is it. So this is with the gate on. Take it off. That's what it sounds like. On. It just cleans it up, because if I didn't have a gate on there, it'll just sound so muddy. I don't know. I'll play it without the gate without the gate on. So this is what it sounds like with the gate off. Oh, now I'm listening to that. It sounds all right, but it's not clean. It's not clean. But let's play with it on. Yeah, you can tell. And then I've got to do something with this. It sounds good, and I do want it in there. I definitely want that in there. But the Zimmer strings sound beefy, they do. This is with the gate on, by the way. And the Drums of War sound great as well. And as you can see, it starts off light, and then bigger. Good stuff. And then for the second verse, I did another hat, which sounds like this. Now this is a different snare. I forgot about this. I added, what did I add on this? Oh, it's battery. But that little in the background, that is from, where's that from? Comeback Kid. Oh, I love this. Comeback Kid, yeah, that was it, I remember. Adds a nice little bit of widener on there, a little bit of attack, analog delay, eighths, nice. The last thing that I want to show you, and I layered it with the normal Atmosphere guitar. And then I use this from Omnisphere 3. Yeah, it's from Omnisphere 3, and it's that one, and I can't pronounce it, but it sounds so good. It really does. Sounds like. Sounds awesome. It really, really does. Yep. So that's what I've done. That's what I've got so far. I'm going to probably add a little chorus in there. I might not. I've finished. I'm at 4 minutes 7. I'm at 4 minutes 20. So I ain't got far to go. I'll get this wrapped up and I'll mix it. And I'm actually looking forward to actually mixing this one. Yeah. And I want to make a video on MIDI guitar. I want to, because I love MIDI guitar. I can't play guitar, but I wish I could play guitar. But I've got some good sounds. I've got some good techniques for that. I'll show you that in the next video. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm going to finish it off and I'm going to mix it and put it up. So yeah. All right, guys, get playing, get composing, and I'll see you again. Thanks, guys.